Right, here we go for an MOT. First up, get some fuel. How low this car is. It's like a go-kart. So the first thing I remember is lots of mechanical noises. That's because I haven't got the torque tube sound deadening bit of foam that sits on top of the torque tube. When I got it reconditioned, discovered there wasn't actually it wasn't actually present, so that is something I've got to go and source, hopefully find one that's in half decent condition, because it sort of sits on the outside of the car, so you never really know if they'll just fall apart, and trying to fit them can be can be a bit of a tough job. I think some people just say to you know, go from underneath the car, so jacking it up and so on, but the other one is to try and force it through the actual hole where the gear stick cable goes, or gear stick connects to the gearbox through this hole here. So anyway, just gonna put a bit of fuel in the car. Because it hasn't had a drink for some time. Okay, so we've got a little drink for the car. It's a bit happier now. And one of the first things that I remember is just really how low you do sit to the ground. And I think that's even more so now that I've redone the suspension on this car. So I have coilovers on the front, just a set of standard, well, I say standard, it's the gas shocks that support the torsion bar setup at the back. But the whole car feels a lot firmer now, and a little more planted on the road, which is definitely the setup I was looking for. And with the front, there was a slight drop in the height of the car. I tried to keep it as close to the rear, so just so that it wasn't too low, because these cars do sit very low anyway. If you've ever been next to a 924, they're pretty low, and when you sit down, you're you're right on the floor. So it's I don't think it needed any more lowering than what I've got right now. I think the other big standout for me right now is that the steering wheel is about, I would say, half of a quarter turn to the right hand side, which isn't surprising, because when I removed the oil sump to do the oil sump seal, you have to remove all the suspension pieces that are connected to. There's a cross member subframe which the lower control arms fit to, and rebuilding the front suspension, changing the shocks as well, meant that the eccentric bolts that do all the adjustments for the front wheels are definitely out. Yeah, they so the track in the toe is definitely out. I can feel that, and the camber as well. So that's the position that the wheels ultimately sit in line with the road themselves. So I think I do need to get a wheel alignment on the front, and I'll probably opt for getting a little bit of negative camber put into the car, just so it feels a bit stronger in the corners. The last time I really drove this car in anger was at Goodwood racetrack, so the reason I firstly did that is I wanted to really feel what the 924 could be capable of, and in particular how capable my 924 was, and this one had a lot going on that wasn't good. So the whole setup was extremely loose. I totally expected that for a car that's 36 years old, or 35, or however long it was when I did it. And yeah, there was a lot of it just really highlighted a lot of the stuff that I wanted to do and get done to make this car drive a lot better than it does. So I've definitely achieved that. It feels a lot tighter, a lot firmer. Once the steering is set in, set in the right way, that should be a massive tick in the box. I'm not going to adjust the steering. The classic thing to do is obviously just take the steering wheel off and redo it, but we'll get all the wheels aligned before we do that. I think the one thing that also is quite a big feature of the 924, if you have driven one or haven't driven one, is really the seating position with the steering wheel itself. So the tombstone type seats are okay. I mean, they don't give you any type of shoulder support because they're very, very slim. But the steering wheel itself sits very, very low in terms of the position. So the bottom of the steering wheel is virtually in between your legs. So it's quite an unusual position to find yourself in. And I probably will opt to change this steering wheel just for a smaller diameter one, because it feels a bit strange. Like as you turn your hands, especially when you're taking a roundabout or so on, your hand hits your knee or hits your leg. So it's quite an unusual setup. But I think it's all the quirks of a very old classic car from the 1980s. But that's something I'll look to do, and if that is the way I'm going to go, I might even start to look at what type of seats I have in this car. And the interior is going to be the next big piece that I need to look at if this car passes its MOT and is all road legal. So anyway, we're just coming up to the centre now, so this will be the true test of all the work that I've done on the car for the past almost 3 years now, or kicking on for 3 years. And to make sure that I've put everything back the way it should have gone back, and everything's tightened down as it should be. Time will tell. And hopefully next time you join me will be with a bit of paper in my hand saying that I have passed the MOT. Come on! Yes, it passed! Come on! Well, that is a massive step forward. We have finally a legal Porsche 924 back on the road. And that means now that I can get on and actually do some of the pieces on the car that just need sorting in terms of just upgrades and getting them working that aren't necessarily an MOT failure, but they do need sorting out. So that is a massive, massive step forward. I am super, super chuffed. It means I can actually get out and start driving this car much more and enjoying all the work that I've put into it. So let's do that. Let's start going for a quick spin and seeing how she drives a bit more. Well, there it is, everyone. We finally have got there. Almost 3 years in the making to get one of those. A bit of paper that says it's road legal. Would you believe it? I am totally and utterly chuffed that I finally got this car back into a working state where it's legally valid to drive on the UK roads. This means now that I can spend a bit of time really sort of fine-tuning a lot of the stuff that I've done to the car. It goes actually in this week for a alignment on the front wheels and adjustment on the camber, just to firm up that front end, as I was saying while I was driving it today. And we should then be in a really, really good position to start looking at some of the other parts that I just want to tweak and maybe play with in terms of upgrades. I think the brake system is one of those areas. Most likely I'm going to look at maybe some discs and pads. So yeah, that will be a video to come very soon. The other things really is then to look at some of the interior bits that I might want to just upgrade and change. And I spoke a little bit about that today, just in the driving experience. I mean, I haven't driven this car for almost 3 years, so some of those things that I remember came rushing back, and the ideas were flowing through the mind as I was driving it. So those are some of the things that over the next few months, the winter months, I will look to potentially sort out and change. But for the foreseeable, I think 2 to 3 weeks ahead, I'm going to start doing some more from behind the wheel videos to give you guys a bit of insight to how the car is performing, all the ups and downs, the quirks and all of that good stuff that comes with owning a Porsche 924, and maybe do another tour similar to the one I did, I think almost a year ago, when it was sat on 4 jack stands. So now it's on all 4 wheels. We can maybe do something that's a bit more appropriate to actually driving the car. So I just want to say a big thanks to everyone who has followed this story and followed my ups and downs with fixing this car to a point now that it's back on the road. If you do like some of the videos that you're seeing, then please, subscribe, drop in some comments on things that you're seeing. And if you do have any views, please also follow me on Instagram, where I tend to, put a little bit of insight on what's to come. So thanks again for following. Thanks again for all the support, and some new videos will be along very soon.